Music Channel Limited, and is simply BSB's music channel. In this programme, we talk to the employees about their work, in what is, in business terms, the ideal channel.
Although its audience at any one time in the day was never over 12,000, it is run on an incredibly low budget and from one building only, which makes it virtually self-sufficient.
In comparison to MTV, since that's the only other institution which even slightly resembles it, the Power Station is a different ballgame altogether, and although many people believe it would not survive alongside MTV, financially it's more viable. MTV is essentially a music channel which, it's been said, can, as a band, make you or break you.
Where MTV is concerned with the norm, or rather mainstream market of popular music, the Power Station caters for a more alternative taste and looks towards promoting new and often unheard of bands.
We talked to people at the Power Station whose jobs varied from rigger to researcher.
Do you think it was just luck that Golden Lindsay chose up this whole bunch of people who weren't necessarily really highly qualified, but they liked...
Excuse me.
No, we're not
highly qualified here.
My name's Anna Volley and I'm the researcher for the function. I've got to find guests for Suggs. Cheer him up. Make his Thursdays happy.
It's very creative here. You get a chance to, there are no constraints, and therefore you can get away with it, whereas in other places you can't. And also you are more or less your own, you can dictate what ideas you want to use. There's nobody around you trying to force ideas onto you. I mean, but then again, you are controlled, you do have constraints in various areas. It's very expressive. There's no constraints with that, so therefore, with regard to graphics, as that's quite a major input into the station's image, this has to portray the same as the music.
My name's Zadok and I help out around here. I'm the director on Rage. What we're doing here at the Power Station is pushing forward the boundaries of television. We're recreating the medium. We're the cutting edge of music programming. Yo!
My name is Donna, and I'm a freelance makeup artist.
Right, and how do you like working in the Power Station?
In one word, love it. 2 words actually. No, it's really nice.
Power Station, good afternoon. Tim, I'll put you through.
My job title is Facilities Coordinator, which basically entails looking after all the technical staff and all the technical facilities in the building. That's the studio, the edit suite, the graphics suite, and CAR. Also making sure that the programs get made and they get made on time and get sent to BSB, because we don't broadcast from here. They're sent over to Marco Polo 24 hours in advance. I don't book bands. The only time I get involved with that is specific equipment that we might hire in. It's another part of my job, because I'm also supposed to balance the budget and make sure we don't overspend on an extra gear. It's extremely cheap television. I mean, 70 or 80% of all the programme output is made by record companies, for which we pay residual fees, copyright fees to various agencies, Music Union, VPL, MCPS, etc., etc. The average sort of pop promo costs about £20,000, which we get for free, near enough, and they make up sort of 70 or 80% of all our programme output. So you've got very high production values, which we make very cheaply.
Well, my job title is rigger driver, and when I'm in the studio, I just basically rig the sets, working with Mick, the electrician, lights it. So we sort of, I sets up for everything in place, seats, whatever, and Mick and lights it also.
How many shows do you do a day then?
On average, 4 shows a day. But it depends on the day. It's sort of regular weekdays. It's Power Up, and Carmen Sushi, and then Swing Shift. But at the weekends, you might have Thursday night we have Suggs, Saturday Power Club Class, and Global Jukebox. And on Sunday, Boy George's, which is Blue Radio. The day is really a 12-hour day. But you get here from the start, straight to being a rigger. You've got to be there to start, rig the set, and then you've got to de-rig it in the evening. So, although there's long periods of doing nothing, you have to be there for the whole day.
My job is office manager and assistant to Don Attio, who's the chief executive.
So what does that mean you do? He tells you what to do, so he's still your boss, yeah?
Well, he's everybody's boss,
yeah.
But he doesn't. Most of my work I have my own area, which is really looking after the running of the office side and the basic building things. So it's all the boring things from the drains and the loos right up to people's contracts and artists' contracts. It's everything to do with the administration and nothing creative, sadly.
5, 4, 3.
What's your job title?
Floor manager.
What does a floor manager do?
Just asks about in the studio and tells people off. And,
you oversee everything that goes on in the studio?
Yeah, I'm like directly responsible to the director to make sure everything's organised on the floor. Like people are in the right place. And nobody's rustling from the back of the studio or making a noise or
Well, I think I've done probably the most jobs of anybody in the whole power station. I've been a researcher, I've been a presenter, I've had a dab at directing. And at the moment I'm starting to produce some hour specials, like documentaries on our favourite pop stars from old and new.
About 4 of the shows have sometimes have live bands or mining bands. So yeah, it's quite a lot of that.
And what sort of bands do you have on? I mean, is it essentially the new ones? Or?
On the whole, yeah, essentially. But you get the you get the odd one that is well known, like that Perpetual Emotion. And others too numerous to mention. You know, really famous people.
Well, before I worked in the power station, I was a keyboard player in bands for about 10 years. So that was me. Well, the most famous band I played was this band called the Thompson Twins. For a bit, so I decided I wanted to change from sitting in a tour bus all my life, and it was ruining my social life, and the money was very unreliable. So then I got a job in a company, and there was a bit sort of, it was a bit boring, it wasn't really very creative, and a bit depressing, having been in bands, going into a record company and seeing what they did with people's records and lives. And then I came to work here, which was fantastic.
Hi guys, have you ordered that paint yet?
We build the sets for every show.
Yes, every show. They're all right.
Yeah. It's been built.
Fantastic.
an audience that no one else can attract to. Do you think that's starting to peak with they're all new bands and like you said, bands that haven't got video and small bands that attracts this type of audience that's interesting?
Well, I think that's very important part of the Power Station, that they're interested in the so-called the scene, you know, that they want to pick up on things before they're established. Before record companies are brave enough to put in £40,000 for a video, it's really great that there's a station here that they can come down to the studio and they can sing their song and we'll show it. I think that's very important, yeah.
As our week filming in the Power Station progressed, we began to become part of the institution and gradually became part of the family. When it dawned on me the reason why this channel is so highly acclaimed by record companies and promoters.
There is a strange aura that surrounds the Power Station which warms people to it, and it's apparent to anyone who visits, whether they be famous bands, new bands, or just visitors. One can't help feeling that certain heart tug towards it. There's a tremendous sense of unity and a unique family atmosphere about the Power Station, which no doubt plays a part in the quality of the programmes produced.
I think inevitably it's the people. It just so happens that a very good collection of people have come together. I mean, I expect you've seen in the weeks that you've been with us that it's very informal. Everybody's quite young and one of the older ones here. It's a very good atmosphere. Everybody kind of sparks off one another. And in that kind of environment, people can be very creative. And I think that's the answer to it. Everybody you speak to, if you ask them, I mean, everybody has their little gripes about, oh, well, I wish I could get paid more or whatever it is. But basically, everybody likes working here. It's just a very nice place to work.
It's got a massive family atmosphere, mainly because the boss employs most of his relations. So it's bound to have a family atmosphere, really, isn't it? And we're like their cousins.
A lot of it is to do with everyone joining, starting at
everyone's the same age as well, which is very important.
Similar age.
We're all quite young here. So we've got a lot more in common.
It is a kind of unique atmosphere. That's one of the great things about working here.
But why do you think it's got this like unique atmosphere other than, do you think it is because everyone's sort of started at the same time?
Well, I was compared to, it's rather like being at school or college, because everyone is still learning. And like Simon says, everyone's quite young as well. It just has the same atmosphere because everyone has started the same college courses, and you get to know everyone.
One of the good things, one of the nice things about people who work here is that a lot of people came without much experience in television and come from backgrounds, like for example myself, I came from, a sort of rock and roll background. A lot of people have come from those areas, so the attitude is very, I think, quite fresh towards making television, and also the real enthusiasm for music, which is very different from going to Top of the Pops, and all the guys standing behind the cameras are like old 70-year-olds who don't really care and think it's all loud and noisy. So I think that's one of the reasons fans like it.
But it's all casual, dress how you like, whatever. And there's no real hard and fast rules.
I think it's luck really. It's luck by the kind of people that have been assembled. It's almost luck, and they all got on really well. And I think it's very much to do with Donny Lindsay, that choosing a certain type of person. Kind of people that they haven't necessarily chosen people who are incredibly experienced, but they've chosen people they've liked. And their taste seems to fit in with the people they've chosen. So everyone seems to get on very well. There are very few people that dislike other people.
Don Attio is the chief executive of the Power Station and could be described as the brains behind it too. The ex-editor of Time Out had no previous experience in working in television when he was approached by Palace in 1988 to set up BSB's music channel.
Let down your funky weapon. Yeah, y'all, here we go. Oh, big noise in the night.
Yeah, I mean, Don gives everybody a lot of support. He's willing to experiment, and within sort of financial restrictions that we've got, he's been willing to try almost anything, which is great.
So you think he's got an influence on the episode?
Oh, for sure, yeah, definitely. it's obviously sort of good for everybody. They feel that their input is going to be noticed, and it's not sort of autocratic style, you will do this, you will do that. He leaves other people to come up with the ideas and generally supports them and gives them a chance to do it.
And is the Godfather of the Power Station?
Yeah, I suppose you could put it like that. I mean, it doesn't look like Al Pacino though, unfortunately.
Well, I think perhaps one of the best things about Don, in respect, is he actually trusts people to get on with it. To start with, he sort of said, well, I don't know too much about the technical side of television, so, you know, get on with it. And he trusted you to get on and do it.
He was originally the editor of Time Out, and I think he's still young at heart, but I say it's actually, yeah, he is. No, he's very, you know, yeah, I mean, he's very much older than anybody else here, and everybody probably looks up to him.
Do you think The Godfather's a good description?
Looking after the family wise, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say Godfather in the fact, you know, would you be scared stiff at the Godfather?
No,
but, for the fact that, you know, it seems his interests are to sort of help us out, keep us going, protecting us, so to speak.
It's a very Australian attitude.
Yeah.
Very laid back.
When we came in, there was no set format. We did it from scratch. So people did what they wanted to do, and Don and Lindsay, who liaised directly with the producers, are only too keen for them to continue to experiment and to keep things fresh, rather than get into a tired, oh, we'll just do that because that's what we've been doing for the past 6 months.
Don Aggio. Don Aggio. He's Australian, isn't he? He's an Australian chap.
Is he that bloke that they get into the coffee machine?
Yeah, he's the one that sits in that office over
Oh,
there.
him?
The red hair.
Oh, really?
A bit loudmouth, but no, I think a hardened gold. Deep down, a nice man.
A nice man.
So who is this Don?
Hi.
Right. Can you tell us what your job title is?
Chief Executive of Palace Music Channel. We were commissioned by BSB as a contractor to provide 9/10 of the programming for the power station. We're an independent producer. We just happen to produce all of one channel, rather than most independent producers produce lots of programs for lots of different companies like Channel 4 or LWT or whatever, but we do it just for the one person, which is beat Sky Blue. The easiest way to succeed is if you're honest, really, particularly for this audience and age group that we're aiming at, which is young. I mean, it's an average age across the board, I guess, of sort of 22, 23, perhaps even younger, I don't know. They see through sort of phoniness fairly quickly, and cynicism and the rest of it. I mean, they spot it. Because we're honest, because we're, you know, all the researchers and that actually are into the music scene, you know, they actually like what we're doing, including the camera people, the mixers, all the rest of it. And that shows, I think, which is a very, in one way, it's satisfying to make programs that way, and the fringe benefit of that for record companies is that they get to sell records a lot, through us a lot easier, because when we say something is good, kids know it's good. When we say it's crap, they believe us.
How do you feel about being described as the godfather of the power station? In the way, not in the big scary way, but in the way that you look after the family kind of thing. It seems like the godfather. How do you feel?
I'm not really. I mean, it's not false modesty, but it's not me that makes it work. It is the fact that you trust the people that you do employ, and if you don't talk to them, it's reassuring for them to have someone at the head of the thing dealing with the stuff that basically they don't want to deal with, which is wages and salaries and, you know, people getting paid and deals and liaising with people like BSB and so on, which is just a distraction to them. They want to get on and make programs. They're the ones that really make it work, and they are quite independent, all of them, in their own right. The shows that they produce are really come out much more out of their heads than out of a Godfather's, you know, megalomaniac view of the channel there. I'm actually too old to have any input, real input, in what we produce. You know, I'm 41 years old now. My musical tastes atrophied somewhere around about the Eagles, I think. It's impossible for me, really, if you're honest about it, to actually go in and meddle with Elaine when she's putting together a dance show. I have no input in that, over and above trying to instill in them the confidence to actually go and do it themselves. These are the people, you know, if you hire them properly, which I have, I believe, along with Lindsay and Nick Powell, if you hire the people properly, you then owe it to them to actually to trust them in their judgments. Because after all, they're the ones that live it and breathe it and, you know, go out to the gigs and talk to the bands, buy the records, watch the videos. They're essentially the ones that do it. As I say, I'm too old to, you know, you got to trust them. They're the eyes and the ears. You know, all I can do is build a stage. They've got to get up and dance on it.
This is only rock and roll. Rock hard, rock heavy, rock animal. And don't forget, early to bed, early to rise. You'll never have red in the whites of your eyes. Bubble me froggy dick, bubble me froggy dick, bubble me froggy dick.
The rain here.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend, the end.
Dudes and dudettes. Dudettes and dudes. Dudes and dudettes out there.
There's nothing else to eat. TV. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Music loud, when they walk, they kicked around. This is how I was taught. And it's alright. It's okay. You may look the other way.
Making it with other species. I like making it with other species, licking up their little German Shepherd, a big strong Shepherd. They do it better than any man can. Making it with other species. A little duck, of course. There's a rhyme there with duck.
No. Oh, next thing. I'll tell you what, how about I turn the tables on you, okay? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Iron Maiden still at number 1. Bring your daughter to the slaughter. And yes! Oh! What a mishap!
you crazy? You seem to have so much fun. Power Up is crazy. We think your show is number one. Where are you, Chrissy? We seem to have so much fun. Power Up is crazy. We think your show is number one.
Well, I think I'm getting fat. Well, have you seen my belly? I'll show you on the telly. Cause it looks like I'm about to drop.
And he said, I'd love to do it with you. And it was as simple as that. So we sat down and did it on tape.
Hi and welcome to another PS where we go... Oh, shit.
So some player free there, but now it's time for Mystic Meek and his huge throbbing prick. Here he is, yes! Mystic...
Well, Chris, who's been on prick
Who's
today?
been on your prick? Oh, who's going to get on your prick today?
Indeed. Well, first of all, we have the late, great, of course, I wish he was, Rupert Murdoch.
Rupert Murdoch's going to be on your prick. Why are you going to get him on your prick?
Well, because he's fucked everyone else round here, isn't he, anyway?
Yeah, who else are you going to get on your prick, Mick?
Well, oh, God.
The Brit Awards. Apart from dropping grapes down Wendy Javid's... Oh, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me today? Nothing, I just didn't sleep.
Completely connected, inspired by Monday's performance. As fucking shit wanker.
Now we got a montage, sorry, bollocks.
Yeah.
Costas the Greek bastard, here we go! Costas going to tell us what things cost us, as always. What about the price of the Power Up party tonight?
What it Costas, you great bastard!
50p! And what about the price of a gram of cocaine?
What it Costas, you great bastard!
You get it from me, you get it from Dave. No, shush. And what about finally, the price of a hand job at the power station?
What it Costas, you great bastard!
What did you give you, really?
Lucinda!
Lucinda. Oh, that's free. Oh, Costas, I've got to tell you, you're a Greek bastard. Fuck off, Chris.
Well, I'm going to give you a rumpy-pumpy session on it before your life's out, woman, so watch out. One push and it's all off. Hey, I don't care, man. You're all welcome. Welcome back to BSB's. Oh! You alright? Was it your head? You alright? Let's do it again. Yeah. And we'll see you tomorrow for a Tuesday. Ta-da! Very good, very good. I don't need any cues. Back here Sunday, 6 o'clock sharp. Thanks so much. He got his own back. I forgot. See you Sunday.
Bit of quiet, bit of choice, please. Ladies and gentlemen. Please, a little bit of quiet.
Well, I've been called some things in my time, but never a farm labourer. Never.
Factory hens.
Factory hens. In what respect? I have to introduce you to Annabelle, who's been the researcher on this programme for heaven knows how long. Loyal and marvellous.
Thank you all. Thank you all for your support. We've put together a little tribute to the people who work here at the power station. But we'd like to thank you all very much. All the people who've worked on this programme.
It's been absolutely terrific.
Lovely shirt. It's all white.
Yeah, it is white, yes. It's crispy.
Annabelle.
What a bright girl.
Start packing your bags. We're leaving today.
It's working wonderfully.
We're gonna join the unemployed. No jobs, no jobs.
It's sad, isn't it?
We vagabond stuff. We're longing to stay up on the Astra satellite. No jobs, no way. We wanna wake up with Patch up on our screens and find he's king of the bits, not king of the sea. Here we go. All fading away, just like our gigs in TV. No jobs,
boys and girls, wherever you are. No job. No job. No job. You're right. There we go. Washing away. Just like our jobs in TV. In old Fulham. Everyone from him will It's them. It's them. No.
Never work again.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, good, thanks. How are you? Oh.
You pervert.
Yeah.